it.
Oh yeah,
I get +2 to hit and damage.
A +7 weapon is not like the best thing in the world.
It just seems, it's so unusual. It seems really cool.
But, bruh, we've gone even further beyond.
I was giving the legendary weapon capstone the hard side eye. I was like,
What does the legendary weapon capstone for fighters do?
It's one of the ones on the character progression thing on Pathfinder. Your weapon or object, it can be an object as well, it could be armor, shield, whatever, becomes a minor artifact, and you work with your DM to put 100,000 gold pieces worth of enchantment on it.
Ha! That's nothing compared to what you've already got.
I know! I was like, I've done all that through consortium nonsense and roleplay. I don't need this.
Yeah, 100,000. I think you have, like, what, 250,000 in enchantment or something?
At least. Considering the extra 2,500 gold that I had to pay to get it +1, because it's cold iron. That was a huge pain in my ass. I remember that. I was like, Reynold, what do you mean?
Which one did you take? Veteran of Endless War or the regular one?
Oh, that's...
Yeah, Veteran of Endless War. You get a +2 to your armor and weapon training bonuses.
Huh?
But you don't get
the automatic confirm.
You don't get the automatic crit, because I like that.
Oh, that's so good though.
Oof. I already took power attack, so I think that I'm covered in damage for now. I'm gonna keep the critical.
You want to go for that big crit energy?
I do want to go for the ×3.
Oh,
because the ×3 on a power attack vital strike crit is 4d10.
Can you combine vital strike and power attack?
Yes, you can.
According to Reynold.
Yeah, you totally can.
That's ludicrous. Okay.
Yeah, it is. Yes, you are correct. The only thing is you don't get to multiply. You don't get to multiply the vital strike dice, but whatever.
Yes, you do.
You do?
Yeah.
Let me look that up. Me.
I don't get to multiply the magical bonuses from my sword.
We also don't get to add the bonus. It also doesn't multiply the bonuses you get from strength.
Yeah, I have that all on the side.
Oh wait, no. These extra weapon damage dice are not multiplied on a critical hit, but are added to the total.
Yep. And the, I think it's the devastating strike.
Oh.
That gives me bonus dice to add to my damage that do get multiplied on a critical.
Oh no. You get a +2 bonus on each extra weapon damage dice roll.
Yep, so I get a +6.
That bonus damage is multiplied on a critical hit.
Yes.
Cap, you should really be using a scimitar, though.
Or
I have critical focus. I crit on a 17 to 20.
Or consider respec into scythe and get a ×5 crit.
No, I'm all eggs in one bastard sword.
Noted. Noted. Prepare for the sundering.
Good luck.
What do you mean? You don't get a resistance against disintegrate. Did you think I was going to sunder your weapon with another weapon? Are you crazy? That'd take all day.
Hold on.
I have a feat for that.
My weapon's impervious.
That just gives it a bonus resistance against disintegration.
It's better than nothing.
It's true. It could conceivably survive, and won't that wizard be very concerned?
Louie's been looking on in absolute shell shock as I just committed war crimes against those French fries.
Did you even pause to breathe?
No.
No.
Notice how I didn't really talk that conversation?
Did you even pack a lunch?
No.
Yeah. Well,
Bitch.
I woke up
today.
Don't
I woke
lie.
up a few times in the night feeling like you know how when your body feels a little bit off and you're like, I'm gonna get sick soon.
Yes.
No.
So
Yes.
I felt kind of off.
Cap, that's because
And-
you're perpetually dying.
Thank you.
And then I was packing my lunch and I was like, nothing really sounds like it tastes good. So I packed a couple of things. And then since I got to work early, I got my pick of the leftovers. Because the athletes' little food area there, the grab and go, they make fresh food there every day. And so we get the stuff from yesterday. So you can just grab whatever you want from the fridge. So I had chicken Caesar salad and some salami and some chips. But that was not a sufficient lunch for Pidgey.
Huh. Apparently, throw anything leads into the raging hurler feat, which allows you to throw two-handed weapons if you have the quick draw feat. Just two at once.
I was looking at the boss alternate capstone.
Hmm.
It's kind of crazy. I mean, basically, as far as I can see, you get like around. In my case, where I have a +2 charisma bonus, I get 750 first level followers, 70 second level followers, 43rd level followers, 24th level followers, 25th level followers, and 10 6th level followers.
How about no?
I wasn't planning on taking it. It's just kind of crazy.
Always take leadership.
It's leadership times 10.
Ah.
Yeah, and the number of followers that the feat grants is multiplied by 10. Oh, Lord.
Goodness. That's so dumb. What other stuff does Great Cleave go into?
Lots of things.
Yeah, less than you'd think. Cleave through, I guess. Well, it's for dwarves only. Mhm.
Yeah, kibosh on that.
Cleaving finish.
Like, as far as I'm concerned.
Oh my god, perfect body, flawless mind.
Flawless mind?
I could really have a 28, 34 int.
Jesus.
I'm so smart.
All-consuming swing is stupid. Just you don't need it. You don't need to take it.
But what if you want it?
Monster is in the office on the futon, snoring.
Aww.
It's what he do.
That's a cute place for him.
It is a cute place for him. He's been hanging out with me all day. It's really weird.
Oh, he loves you.
Like I said, it's weird. Okay.
I realized there wasn't my lap to sit in.
Is it because the baby's in your lap?
Mm-mm. Baby's on my feet.
Baby was being real sweet today.
He's such a good love.
He was playing fetch with me.
Oh.
I was throwing a ball for him, and he would chase it and pick it up in his little mouth and bring it back.
Oh my god.
And then we'd play with it for a little bit, and then he'd want me to throw it again.
Oh my god.
It was
I
kind
can't
of the
stand that.
cutest thing that I've ever seen in my life.
Oh my god. Sounds like when Ziggy was a baby.
Yeah.
He must have been so little.
He was. Was.
And a +2 bonus against creatures with the dodge
And he
bonus.
yelled as much as he does now.
Did you say he did or he did not?
He did.
But with little kitten yells.
Yeah. He wasn't totally deaf then. Now he is.
Just doing some rock throwing. So ready when y'all are. Don't
There
follow
are
the
just
list.
too many freaking feats in Pathfinder. I mean, it is like
Ridiculous.
it is overwhelming just to look at the combat feats. Yeah, I was going through looking for combat feats. It was like, oh my god, there are hundreds.
Now you know how I feel when I look at a spell list.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah. I'm starting to warm up to casters and 5e, but still a pain in my ass.
True.
Never gonna be a fan.
That's fine. You don't have to be.
Maybe because I've never experienced being able to throw a fireball at the enemy.
But say
You should try it sometime.
once you
No.
experience the power.
I'm more of a slut for lightning bolt.
Lightning bolts are viable too.
Lightning bolts are pretty cool. I'm not gonna talk shit about lightning bolts.
Man, is anything ever gonna slap harder than the bullshit that was Path of the Levenbolt?
No.
Like, sorry guys, I'm gonna be riding that high for the rest of my life.
Path of 11 Volt.
Yeah,
Mm.
it's
A thaumaturgy path in our old vampire game.
yeah.
Oh, that's right. It did sound familiar.
Yep. Came so close to knocking a helicopter out of the sky.
He was ready for some lightning bending.
Did one-shot that werewolf.
That's true.
That was so cool.
Still have the thumbnail for that. Somewhere deep in my files. I'll finish it someday. Oh, Matt Mercer put out a update for the Blood Hunter class.
Does this make it better?
Yes, but... Okay. So I built my Blood Hunter like a fighter, which I know is suboptimal. I did it for character reasons. So I did Strength Con. Not much emphasis on spellcasting or the Blood Maledicts. Because I went Order of the Lycan, so I wanted to be a huge furry. So most of my build was based around survivability and being able to use my beast form. Now, intelligence is the casting stat for all of the effects.
Oh no.
Which means that if I wanted to swap my casting stats around my wisdom and my intelligence, I would take a negative modifier to my will save for bloodlust, which would suck. But they also changed Bloodlust, thank God, so that it only takes effect if you're less than half of your HP instead of every time that you take damage.
Oh, well,
Because before I would have to sacrifice 2 rounds to be able to activate my Crimson Right, and then a full action to transform, and then be able to have the Crimson Right on my claws.
Where are you playing a Blood Hunter, by the way?
Friday. Our Friday game.
Oh, your Friday game. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, our physical around the table game.
Well,
we're playing it like a guild of adventurers, so all of us have multiple characters that we bring in, and we swap out to like try new things, and it's really fun. Oh,
that would be fun. I've been dying to play those psychic options from Unearthed Arcana. New ones that came out.
Yes.
So it'd be, I actually at Aregia, I actually got a chance to play the new Sorceress Bloodline. That's like you're essentially from some abomination.
Super cool.
Yeah. Oh, it was fun. I was actually playing a Yuan-Ti from that, so it was like very appropriate. And it just got to play a complete deck. It was kind of funny.
Sometimes it's just fun to play evil aligned characters.
Oh, he was just chaotic neutral and incredibly arrogant and vain.
Even better.
Yep. So essentially, the DM told us, "Oh, this is a party of complete screw-ups. They can't do anything right. No matter what they try to do, it results in some sort of disaster. Like, the monsters follow them back from the dungeon, wreck the village."
Beautiful. They're cursed.
Oh, I was talking to Chris last night, just out of the blue.
Mm-hmm.
And that was really nice. I told him that we were planning on going to the convention next January, and he was super excited.
Yes, that'd be awesome. Yeah, I wasn't sure if you get. So the piece of advice I'd give you is, if you're sure you're going, get your memberships early.
Okay.
There's a big price point difference.
Yeah, I don't doubt it.
Yeah, it scales. The last couple of weeks in particular, it scales up really fast. It's more to one day is way more than like the whole weekend.
Cool. Yeah, that's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And then Chris was telling me about his new lightsaber.
He's very excited about that thing.
I'm surprised he didn't send me a picture. He said he has it mounted on the wall.
Yeah, I mean it's kind of cool, I guess. I don't know. It just, for me, I guess I saw a lot of people with them at Aresia. I know people get very excited to buy them, but I don't know. I'd find like a really nice sword would be much more interesting. It's just, I guess I'm not enough of a Star Wars fan.
To each their own.
Yeah. I mean, it's not that I dislike Star Wars, it's just that it's been kind of hit or miss for me for years, and I don't have the same sort of lightsabers thing that Chris has.
Really excellent ones that are LED and made of the same plastic compound that riot shields are made out of, so they're made for actual sparring, and they light up.
That's dope.
So yeah, they're pretty cool.
But have you considered...
I think Big Brother heard me talking about lightsabers because I got a whole bunch of ads for them on my Facebook.
Oh, no.
That's only slightly disturbing. No, it's really disturbing.
It happens all the time. I've given up. I hope my FBI agent likes my porn history. Yeah, I'm talking to you. I say pointing to my webcam, which I don't have a band-aid over because I'm too fucking lazy.
Huh.
I'm sure I'm on a list somewhere for still having thermite ingredients and a whole bunch of crafting supplies in my Amazon wish list.
Don't worry about it.
Oh boy.
That sounds fine.
I should probably take those out.
Nah, leave them in.
It's more fun to let them wander.
I'm looking at all the critical feats. How many of these do you have?
How many do I have? Okay. I have. Hold on. Where does it go?
I have improved critical.
I've improved critical focus, bleeding critical. I count bashing finish as a crit feat because it lets me make a shield bash for free on a crit.
Do you have critical mastery?
Improved critical. No.
Huh. You should take critical mastery. You can apply two effects simultaneously.
Yeah, but I would need to then take another feat to do another type of critical.
Oh, okay.
Bleeding critical is like the biggest damage that I can do. It's 2d6 bleed each round.
Yep.
In addition to damage from the critical.
Well, if you combine that with critical stunning and critical bleeding, that would be really nasty.
It would be really nasty. I'd probably, I think there's like a sickening one as well, or a blinding one.
Yep.
Yeah.
There's a bunch of them.
It's real good.
I'm just like, actually, was looking at that because I qualify for it too. Yeah, I could take those.
I mean, with how often you crit, I'm surprised you don't have one.
I do crit a lot. I mean, I crit on a 15 or better, so.
Do it. Live a little.
What could possibly go wrong?
I've got a candle going right now that smells like leather, rum, and mint.
That sounds so good.
I mean, you could come in here and take a sniff.
I could, but I've got a baby on my feet.
That's fair. The smell is not overpowering. It's probably not going to leave the area of my desk. It's just something we picked up at Wegmans. When we went on a late night snack run.
Oh, when you got what, last night?
Yeah. Yeah, I went out with Reese to get olives, berries. I picked up some mini cannolis, and those were delicious. I think there's still 2 down in the fridge. If Reese and Adam didn't eat them, I will eat them.
They will be consumed. Don't mind me, just looking up ancient artifacts.
And how was your Thursday, Reynold?
It was alright. We didn't have to deal with useless guy at work today. We did have a new guy, which always sucks, but I could tell that he was trying his best. And
Reynold's dead.
I often talk to myself.
What?
It just means that I get to put in any response that I want. It's great.
My bad. I had to turn my microphone got unplugged and Discord fucked up. I was wondering why nobody was responding to any of the things I was saying.
Oh, you were talking?
Yes.
I thought it was so unlike you that you were being so quiet.
It is so unlike me. Something has gone wrong. No.
I thought you were just eating.
No. I ate already. Shockingly. No. Work was alright. Useless guy wasn't with us today. We got a new guy, which also sucks, but I mean, he was really trying his best. And I will always go for a new guy who's trying his best over anyone who doesn't give a fuck.
I mean, yeah. You can teach him and put that energy to good use.
Yes. The ultimate trial with this guy was just language barrier. Which is, also not his fault.
Yeah, where is he from?
I have no idea. I don't. People call him Rob. That is not his name. I tried helping him with some computer trouble, and I couldn't tell you how to pronounce his name. It's Cnziek, and I'm sorry, but I don't know how to pronounce that. And I'm kind of afraid to try.
Cnzick.
So apparently people
Eastern European, I'd guess, right?
No, he's Asian.
Asian, okay.
That's interesting.
But I mean, he might be from Eastern Europe, but like the point is, he doesn't look.
He doesn't look like your typical Lithuanian.
Right, he doesn't look like your typical Slav. Yeah. Point is, great guy, doesn't speak English too good, and that's okay. Either that, and I don't know if that's a language barrier or if he has a speech impediment, because it sounds like his tongue is just too big for his mouth. So like
that could just be the Eastern European thing.
Right. Like either, no matter what, I can't understand what he's saying a lot of the time. Which is, once again, not his fault, but still.
I think Clem's gonna go for the unlimited wild shape capstone.
Unlimited power?
Itty bitty wild space.
I wasn't suggesting the great beast.
It is really cool.
It would be very funny. Toby would be really, really scary. He'd probably have his strength be well into the 20s. I think it's already like high, isn't it? Like close to 20.
Depending on subclass, that could be a really, really good capstone for a paladin.
That's a big horse.
That's a big fucking horse.
That's a huge bitch.
I wonder if it. No. Well, maybe.
What?
Could you apply it to a summoner in their
Eidolon?
Whatchamacallit?
Yeah, I think you could.
Depending on the DM.
Eidolon.
Are they technically... They're not animal companions, though.
No.
Oh, no, they're not. So it also can't work on a familiar because the familiar is a magical creature.
Right, I think familiars have their own. There's one for archfamiliar.
Ugh.
The familiar's intelligence increases by 5 and it gains 12 spells levels worth of spell-like abilities. For instance, 3 daily castings of greater invisibility. Drawn from spells its master can cast and using its master's caster levels, DCs, and so forth.
Why take that one when you could take Walking Library?
Yeah, Walking Library is the one.
This is good shit.
Yep.
Walking Library.
I think you get to store 100 levels of...
In your head. Just, yeah, I know it.
No, in your familiar.
Ah!
Or spellbook.
In your spellbook. So, for instance, I'm a little unclear in terms of what it would mean for me, in terms of, it doesn't say you can prepare spells from other classes, and so the Magus has a limited selection. So unless it would allow me to kind of grab spells from other classes, doesn't do me much good.
Yeah, I know.
So it'd be pretty nice if I could like get a whole bunch of wizard spells, but it doesn't say that.
I won't stay dead.
That one's hilarious.
The player in the
I feel like I have that one already.
True.
I have to say I'm really tempted by the 28 intelligence thing.
Yeah.
Which one's the 28 intelligence?
Perfect body, flawless mind.
Oh.
You can add eight to any ability score, or distribute the 8 around all your stats. But yeah, if I had a 28 intelligence, yeah, there'd be some interesting effects of that. For one thing, I have a lot more skills.
Your spell DCs would be through the fucking roof.
They would be, yeah. That would give me 80 levels of skills. So it'd just be
boss.
I did not get 300 hit points. I'm still under 300 hit points.
Oh, what a scrub.
Me too.
Did you get over 200?
Let's see. When's that? Abilities tab. And nope, didn't quite hit 200.
Darn. 285.
You have exactly 100 hit points more than me.
Hey, nice. I actually put points into perception.
Kira would be so proud of me if I put points into wisdom and charisma.
Do you need her to be proud of you?
No.
There you go.
So, I'm ready to begin when you guys are.
Certainly. Yeah, I'm
Hell
good.
yeah.
Let me... Oh, man.
No page out. This is some sweet ASMR.
That was so fucking crisp.
Very nice.
Very nice. Very nice. Cool. Just, you know, putting cans of random shit into a cup that I can drink from. All right, those are tax forms. Those do not get tabletop notes written on them. That is not scratch paper.
Come on, don't be a wimp.
No, my accountant would not like that.
At the end of last session, y'all had created an impressive series of chairs round a...
Ronald, the areas where we were ripping the roof off to fight the beastie, is the palace open to the sky now?
Yes.
I'm just looking up at the stars. Holy fuck.
Storm's cleared.
Round a magnificent table. Larger than pictured.
Of course.
I love it.
Of course.
Clem is very happy about the table.
Gaia's influence is clear.
True.
Oh, fuck. We did this, guys.
We really did.
You've completed it thus far. The trunk of the tree has grown. Now all you need to do are sow the seeds. Where in which districts will you sow the seeds?
Goodness.
I think having one at the Temple of Bokab in District 2.
Absolutely.
Without a question.
Also, District 2 at Grubb's Tower.
Each district only gets one.
Oh, that's problematic.
I mean, unless, of course, you want to overcrowd the magic. And, I mean, planting a bunch of sprouts is a brilliant idea, right?
Brilliant idea until it comes time to thin them.
Well, no, the thing is, you don't have to thin them. They all just die.
Let's not, shall we?
I was listening to a delightful story about the Russian scientist, quote-unquote scientist, who, you know that big famine that there was in Russia around the 50s? Yeah, it was that guy's fault.
Whoops.
And when you remember that giant famine in China after Mao took charge?
Yeah, the whole Great Leap Forward.
Yeah, he copied all of that guy's notes.
Oh dear.
Maybe people should stop copying his notes.
Yeah, straight up. Like, his science was more politically minded than scientifically minded. So he was like, no. You see, plants are the ultimate communists. So if I sow the seeds like a commune, then the plants will grow awesomely. And like one of his ideas was, instead of planting seeds so far apart, just plant as many seeds as you can as close together as possible. And then the weak seeds will kill themselves so that the strong seeds get more room.
I'm not sure that's communism at all.
Sounds...
I mean, it was very much like Stalin's communism.
That's true. That's true.
So he towed the party line very well, and they fired the other guy who was like, that's a bunch of bullshit, that doesn't work. And they're like, no, it's very communist. Keep going, comrade. And then there was a giant famine, because guess what? That doesn't fucking work. He also thought seeds had epigenetic memory, so if you froze a seed, it would grow better because it would know about frost.
The thing that gets me is, like, these hypotheses are all, like, it's not difficult to make an experiment to test those out. In fact, I've done the seed sowing one. In freshman biology.
Yep. Yep.
The political engine is a fierce beast.
It is. Speaking of simple experiments, I learned about what good homeopathy did. So back when homeopathy was invented in the late 1700s, so it started off with, what if I poison my patients? Because he figured out, or he quote unquote figured out that if someone has a symptom, then you just give them something that causes that symptom, and then that will act as a cure. That's not how that works. But once he realized that that was just killing his patients, he's like, maybe I'm using too much. So he started diluting his toxins 1 to 100 against water. And then he would dilute that again until eventually it was like 9 bazillion parts water to 1 part poison. And he just started giving people water. But when the other doctors figured out what he was doing, and they figured out that it was just water, and that none of his shit made any sense, and then they realized that more of his patients were living than theirs, they realized that they had fucked up, and that maybe bloodletting, leeches, trepanation, none of these things were actually any good. Wait, you mean the key is just to stay hydrated? Just stay hydrated.
But my arm's broken.
Walk it off,
Just
kid.
stay hydrated, kid.
So, you gotta place one. You gotta plant a throne in each of the according districts.
I'm still inclined to think that of the choices, the Temple of Bokab is a little more neutral. It can be accessed by different people.
I agree.
It would also be protected.
Yeah, and we know how good those wards are.
This is true. You'll be placing a lot of political power in Bokab's hands.
It's fine with me. She seems a decent sort.
I'm just saying, hail Bokab.
Knowledge benefits everyone.
It's funny you say that.
Yeah, the leadership of Oasis is... I don't even know who's in charge of Oasis right now.
That's a very good question.
You know, we might think about checking in there and just making sure it's not burning to the ground.
Yeah, I probably should. I haven't been by my... I haven't been back to my fucking... home? The place where I've lived for like the past 4 or 5 years? For... well, longer.
What's the worst that could happen?
I haven't been back there since I met you guys. Yeah. Wouldn't matter much, would it?
No.
And leaving it at the other idea, leaving it at Grub's Tower, will give Vindries a lot of political power.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying that's a bad thing. I'm just saying the choices you guys make here will greatly influence the games to come.
Yeah. Well, as far as it goes, I think that the library is a better spot in District 3 than the cathedral.
Ooh. But overall, it will be in Wind City, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Armstrong seems to be is a thing of the past, and Wind City is pretty much it.
Armstrong will rebuild.
Yeah.
I mean, if you placed the throne in Armstrong, I would have no choice but to rebuild. It would act like a beacon of civilization.
With the graveyard more innocuous, that's...
I mean, you could also place it in the wilds. You could put it in the graveyard, you absolutely mad lads.
We're not putting the throne in the graveyard.
Come on, do it, you pussy! Pussy!
No. I guess I'm a pussy then.
And as much as I like the idea of...
Yeah, I was hoping to put thrones in... I didn't realize how limited this would be. I was hoping to put it in with the elves and the druids. But...
What do they care?
I didn't realize how
They're
limited
not-
this would be. Oh man.
Well,
They're
sorry.
barely members of society. These are for the people of the city of Septemport, not those living in the wilds.
Well, just still technically part of Septemport.
Technically, yes, and if they want their opinions known, they can come out of the trees.
But I'm still inclined for the library. It gives Alexander some leverage, and he's been one of our closest allies for fucking ever. Particularly for Clem, but I think all of us, right?
Now,
Right.
I-
Salandra says, I didn't know how limited this was going to be. I'm only working artifact level magic. Man, I thought it would be more powerful. You shut the fuck up.
Just the numbers. I just thought it was going to be. I could do a few more. So yes, this is very cool to be creating an artifact. So,
I just don't want the council to be only intellectuals.
that's a good point.
Clem, you can't trust this bullshit to the salt of the earth.
Just a little saltier, just a little bit,
Oh my god, Clem.
just a pinch.
Get the dirt out from under your nails.
If
Just
you
a
want
pinch.
to put the District 3 throne in the library, then put the District 2 throne at Grubb's Tower. We balance it out.
Well, it's not that the chosen aren't intellectuals. It's that they, if that were to happen, it might actually make things harder for them. Right now, they're trying to prove to the people of the rest of the district that they're not a bunch of chosen assholes. If the throne's placed there, well, oh. I'm looking around. What about the throne of District 1?
It's right here.
Yeah.
It will be empty forever.
My thought is place the throne in District 2 at the Temple of Bokab. Place it in District 3 at Armstrong, because the people that will flock to Armstrong will be of the mind to rebuild anyway, and that's the kind of spirit that we need.
Hold smiles at that.
Slandra. I think you're right. I think that's... it's going to mean somebody's going to have to move there of significance, though. So we best tell Bowman about this and see who they're representing.
I wouldn't worry about that so much. Wherever these seeds are planted, they'll get people's attention.
If you build it, they will come.
True.
That sounds wrong to me.
And you've all got to understand, no matter what your desires are, you guys are not going to have much control over what happens after these seeds are planted.
No,
I'm sorry, gang. You can't.
that's fine.
You can't control the world. You can't control history, man. If Space Hitler grows up in Armstrong and takes over the throne, there's not much you're going to be able to do about it.
We're rolling the dice, but if it works, it rights a gigantic wrong that happened on our watch. So yeah, let's fucking do it.
Now, where in District 4?
That's a good fucking question.
Just plain right in the Chaos Forge. What could possibly go wrong?
Absolutely not.
But
I mean,
Knife and Hennepin?
Kali would kill me.
But
She would kill me dead.
Oh, oh boy, that's funny.
The Chaos Forge, no.
I mean, consider it's going to attract a lot of attention. The Duke will surely be put to the test.
And if he's found lacking,
then, I mean, whoever is strongest places their butt upon the throne.
I say just put it directly between the Black Hand and the Ivory Foot.
Oh my dear sweet lord!
You want to create a war? That's a street too. I might add
Put
that.
right
That's
in
the middle of
the
fucking
Just
street.
right in the middle of the street.
Road.
Just smack dab in the middle of the thoroughfare.
And then
I love it.
And then the bloodletting begins. Fucking, we're playing Mortal Kombat now.
As funny as that would be.
Kira's Whorehouse Temple would be a popular destination either way.
Don't forget too that there's also the Undercity.
I was considering that. What about the Catfolk City?
Oh, jeez. That is wild. If you want to give the catfolk, like, political clout.
The way that I see it, District 4 is...
They don't want it.
It's a place that's going to keep doing what it does best. Commerce and skullduggery. They don't really have a larger political scheme. We have no council. We have no governors.
I wish
we have
Auntie
merchants.
was still on the map. Oh, she'd be perfect.
I say give it to the cats. Let them get back in the game.
They deserve it.
But they have no connection with 99% of the people who live there. So I suppose they actually know what's going on the surface.
They know what's going on at the surface. They are observers. And if you want to accurately represent all parts of Septemport, then one of the seats should go underground.
What was the name of the city? Zernikainen?
Zernikainen. Oh wait, no, Zernikainen was the
Drow City?
That was the Drow City.
Ass!
We were... Also, part of this is to try to coordinate defense and communication during the...
Yeah, and the catfolk have connections with the dragons.
Oh shit, I
Gold has a
totally
good point.
spaced on the dragons.
I didn't.
Good. I'm glad someone didn't. Oh lord.
If we give them political power, then they'll owe us a favor, won't they?
Well, it can also be argued they are our best friends in the district to have any interest in power.
I'll pretend that I'm not offended by that.
Well, like I said,
Or,
have any interest in...
backup plan. We put it at Theryl's.
That way, you really can get it there.
No, Sid, don't do that. We're not doing that.
No, I think that the Cat City makes sense. I mean, it's certainly better than giving the Duke more power.
He wouldn't know what to do with it. And honestly, he'd be unseated by someone else, and I still want to get to my revenge.
Unfortunately, I don't think we have... Well, District 5...
Now here, Clem, you had a good idea.
The place where we met.
The
How
middle
about that?
ground.
Yeah.
Right there.
The place where we negotiated that treaty.
I think that's perfect.
Agreed. And I'll probably result in a new city growing up around there. Is that ground still tainted, though? That's the question. Or did the consortium clean it up well?
Oh, that ground is tainted as fuck, and Kara and Janam are cleaning it up.
Okay.
And give them another reason to clean it up faster.
It also gives the Plains dwellers a chance to participate. So yeah, I think that's a no-brainer. Unfortunately, District 6 is a fucking no-brainer too, much as I hate it.
Gotta put it with Connor.
Oh no! Yep. You made Connor's chair bigger!
Listen, it's less work for you. The throne's already there.
I was about
you
to
just
say,
need to put some runes on it.
Consider, no matter where you put it in District 6, he will just take it.
Yeah. And the thing is that we, for better or worse, need Connor.
He keeps the entire district in line.
And he's no longer, like, no longer do people die for no reason. No longer do people die because they laughed too funny.
No, they die for a very good reason. Capitalism.
Fuck.
Who wants some alienation? I got a big old bucket.
For the Hell Jungle.
The Hell Jungle.
Yeah. The area by the temple where we fought the battle.
The ziggurat.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's the place. Oh, actually, I'm going to do a quick spellcraft, knowledge plans, whatever the fuck roll. Determine if planting the throne there will wake up the Hell God.
Ding, 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 ding. That shit will definitely wake up the Hell God.
Go to sleep.
Shit,
go to sleep.
It may give whoever's ass is upon that throne control over the Hell God, and that's not a good thing either. Have I showed you guys a picture of that thing?
Yes, a long time ago, and I love it.
Okay. Because that thing's fucking crazy, dude. They put it to sleep because killing it was too hard.
That just makes me want to go fight it.
No.
Where were you putting it in District 4? I didn't catch it.
Marduk City. The Catfolk City.
Hey.
Maybe
the temple. It fell into ruin. That ground is open now, and I don't give much of a fuck for the god Marduk. The guy seemed pretty cool. And I don't know, might be a good thing. Good way to remember him.
Where was Marduk's temple in District 7?
Oh no, Marduk's temple in tomb. Marduk's tomb was pretty much destroyed completely. I mean, it fell apart like completely, if I recall.
Yeah.
Yeah, it collapsed.
Like dust.
After you guys got the gubbins, the entire thing fell into disarray, and the continuous engine that had kept it going these long centuries utterly failed, missing its key component.
I was thinking that the throne might be like a good memorial.
It's a bit of a trek outside the main city.
Is it a trek? I thought it was sort of in the city itself.
No, we walked for a day.
Oh.
I mean, still, make them fight for it.
All right, then I guess we can just leave it with Deuteronomy. Of course, he'll probably leverage it to get laid by a dragon, but you know.
I mean, so would I.
You don't need it, though.
I miss Chiapoa.
Right, so if we're not putting the throne at the ziggurat, where are we putting it?
That's a very good question.
Yeah, it definitely would wake up the Hell God if it's ziggurat.
Respectfully, I ask that we do not put it at my fortress. For I like that it remains semi-hidden from view.
Well, the area by the mines is definitely a seat of power. I don't like the people there as much as I like the people of the villages. You know, they seem, real.
I don't think we should put it at the mines.
Yeah.
Call it a gut feeling.
Yeah.
So where then?
You succeed on your knowledge history. Sort of. You do remember when I do remember that when you guys were talking about like you brought up God damn it. Sorry, there's so many. I'm looking back stuff that we posted like over a year ago, and there's so much funny shit, and it's all out of context. I don't remember to who you were exactly speaking, but they said, "Don't worry about the Hell Jungle. There's more of us than you think."
Oh,
So possibly a city.
wasn't that at that weird brothel in the middle of nowhere, the Hive?
I was about to say, was that at the Bee's Nest?
The Beehive? Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't.
think so.
I don't think that was where we heard it though. I thought it was before we got there.
I think that might be where you did hear it, but it's not
Like, as we were
referring to
leaving.
Beehive.
We should put a throne in at least one brothel, right? I mean, come on, Septemport. How much stuff gets done in brothels? No, that's probably not a good idea.
No, I don't think it's a good idea. I would like it. You would like it.
But we can't think about what we want.
I mean, we can think about it.
You know, we can think about it.
That was a pretty good fucking brothel.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I want to go back there.
Me too.
Good tattoos too. I learned a bit there.
I did too, but not about tattooing.
You missed out.
No, that's what I call suffering.
We're hilarious, I think.
Mm-mm.
Honestly.
Hey, Mom, in your travels, you're old as fuck. Is there a city in the Hell Jungle?
There is.
Is that where most of the mutants live?
No. Well, they do congregate there. It's not where most of them live, no, but more than you would ever find in one of its remote villages. It's a well-kept secret. There are many hidden things in the Hell Jungle.
Well, based on what we've been talking about, do you think that would be the best place? I mean, the temple would be great, except for the fucking Hell God waking up.
Almost certainly. It would definitely represent the needs of the community.
Well, that's exactly what we need then.
Don't die.
Salandra, you've got to cut back a little bit.
Oh, yeah. No more booze for me. Take a cigarette, light it up.
What do you mean? I've been sober too long.
All right, that would seem to be the place. Now, do we need to visit these places in order to plant the seeds, or?
No, you can.
Yeah, Slandra would know the answer to this question.
Yeah,
but,
no. You can if you want, or you can just send them all out, and they'll be carried on along by the wind.
I think that as this is going to truly be out of our hands, that we need to allow it to be out of our hands.
I'm fine with that.
All right, be so then.
Ooh, you can't give me that and expect me not to use it.
Can't give you what?
Don't worry about it. And Salandra, did you devote any time and attention to Kira?
I did. Kira was part of the ritual.
Got it.
So remember, it was the question of whether I could use, Kira responded enthusiastically that she would be part of it.
This is true. She will gain a seat somewhere. We've already had our discussion, Halt.
We have. It was a good one.
It was a very good discussion.
Clem is deliberately not tagging Dogo.
That's for the best.
I touched the table. You know, if I live 500 more years, 1,000 more years, I may never do something quite this. Yeah, this is a place of such power. We had such materials to work with. I don't know if I could ever do anything like this again. Without the power from Gaia, without Kira joining in, this is
Magnificent.
It's a working of the millennia. Holy fuck.
You really did it.
Well, I couldn't have done it without Clementine and Mom, and wouldn't have all lived without you.
Yeah.
It was a privilege to work with you on it.
We all have our strengths.
Well, I think in some ways the ritual was bigger than us, and it summoned that thing here to complete it. It's not just a coincidence. That was fucking part of the ritual. That's what sealed its power. It wasn't something I planned, but fuck.
Something larger than you planned it.
Yeah.
But that should be a comforting thought. It wouldn't have come to be if it wasn't part of the plan.
Oh, fuck. You had to say that, didn't you?
I did.
His plan.
You were looking a little too pleased with yourself, Sal. I had to burst your bubble.
Mm.
That's the fun police going by.
I was about to say, who lives in a bad neighborhood?
It's me!
We live in a flammable neighborhood.
We live next to a fire station is what we live next to. It's right up the top of the hill. But yes.
Hey, Ronald, have you given any thought to whether you're going to come to Aresia?
Me? Don't worry about me.
Why?
My chair's already been reserved.
Oh, no, this is for Aresia. I was saying, are you going to come to Aresia, too?
Oh, to the convention in January.
Oh! When? Where?
Do it. Boston.
Boston, Martin Luther King weekend.
Maybe.
I'll remind you when I buy my tickets.
Poker.
Well, it'd be just amazing to actually meet you guys in the
I'll meet up
flesh.
and we could play a live game together around an actual table and
Ronald, we've known each other for going on 4 years now, I think.
Yeah.
We still haven't met.
So? Some of my
Okay.
best friends. Okay.
Reynolds, pin that.
What?
Pin that message.
Pinned.
Thank you. You'll thank me later.
Ronald, when we met, I think Obama was still president.
It's true.
It was a better time.
Alas.
I've also updated our days remaining post that's pinned.
So that leaves 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 chairs. And yet there is a 10th.
The throne itself? I mean,
No. The throne itself is the 9th, and yet there is a 10th.
Huh.
do they look any different?
No, Halt. It's not yours.
I didn't think so.
But say yours is accounted for.
Yeah, I thought so. When you said 9, I figured one for Kira, one for Gamma.
This chair, the chairs as they are sort of unformed. They're roughly chair-shaped impressions in the world.
Mom, are you pulling a fast one?
No, not I. But this one is already fully formed. Ignore the skeleton upon which it sits.
This isn't the Emperor, right?
No.
Skull throne.
Skulls for the skull.
That is not the skull throne.
Okay, I got really excited.
No, sorry.
Darn it. Okay, fair enough.
This is a completely different skull throne.
An unrelated skull throne.
An unrelated skull throne, but like it's
has skulls on it, is not made of skulls.
Right, yes. It has skulls upon it, but it is not blood for the blood god, skulls for the skull throne.
Gotcha.
Unfortunate.
Does it look evil?
No, it looks powerful and esoteric, archaic. The fundamental operations of what is ostensibly meant to be a chair are beyond even your considerable understanding.
Could it be the necromancer? Did he hack the spell?
No. This is not a throne of death. This is a throne of gold.
Huh.
It is gilded and
the creator.
Ding 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 ding.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's it was actually my first guess, but then the skulls kind of. Oh.
I mean, if you don't think he controls your life and death, who are you fooling?
Well, I suppose an entity like that doesn't really have to ask permission.
That is true.
We've been told that we're his agents.
We're something.
Yeah. Truth.
Where to now, kids?
The wild was our next step. Back into the depths. Clem, you still want to go to the wilds?
I think that's a good idea.
What about you, Bolt? Do you want to come with us? And I mean, I'm not sure if I'm gonna be able to get you into the fucking Elf City. I'm pretty fucking sure Clem won't be able to get us into the Druid City unless she kicks some ass.
I mean, if you're going there to kick ass, I would love to watch.
I mean, at this point, anyone would be hard pressed to stop any of you guys from going anywhere.
Well,
It's more the respect. It's the principle of the thing.
yeah.
Would they be offended if I showed up?
Almost certainly.
Is that the tone you want for your meeting?
No.
Then I appreciate the invitation, but for the sake of your negotiations, why don't you just take me home?
Okay.
Hey, I'm looking up at the ceiling. Is it, after all that blasting and elemental ripping, is it a ragged hole? Or did the final elements of the ritual turn this into an oculus?
It is ragged and yet perfectly formed.
Well, we have an oculus now.
Hmm.
And the stars... Hey, fuck. I wonder if we were... Where were we? Where in all that did we go? Clem, do you have any idea? You took us there. I mean, I'm sure Dogo would know.
Do you ask him?
I do.
Are you asking about the bug people specifically?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I guess it doesn't matter at the level, but still.
Oh, fair enough. Dogo says that the main colony moves, and it got hit with a big old mana bomb, and the whole colony flew.
Is it still there?
Not where it was.
That's so far beyond me, I'm not even going to try to...
Hmm. Yeah. It is just a little baffling that we went so far.
Somebody cue not your kind of people.
What'd you say?
Somebody cue not your kind of people.
Salandra, it jumps up onto the creator's throne. Does it react?
It makes a vague thrumming. You think you hear it, but you realize you're feeling it.
Nah. I'm too mature to take a piss on it. It's very tempting.
When else will you get the opportunity?
Oh, we were gonna sell the corpse on the consortium.
Oh yeah, we were going to do that.
We bring to you one Magic Bane Bandersnatch. I'll buy it for 10,000. 10,000? This thing nearly killed us.
not new, but still large.
Gently used.
Gently used.
I didn't damage the pelt too much. Died to blunt trauma. Technically.
Yeah, most of Salandra's attacks were aimed at its ass. There's like dueling keyboards.
With 90 words per minute.
Sorry, I was just pointing out to Pidge about how the Farrens are not good people. Like, they're just not... Sorry, guys. They're not space fascists. They don't have enough morality to be space fascists. They're not immoral. They're just amoral. You can't kill them. They have their own society. But their skin is so soft.
Well, I think I can I can use what's left of my extra energy and teleport us once, and then I need to fucking sleep. I'm pretty toast.
Uh-huh.
Understandable.
Where will y'all rest?
I was thinking you guys don't have an objection. Well, we wouldn't all fit in my flop in Oasis, but maybe we can go to the temple first.
Sure.
Sure.
I'd say the temple is only a few days. It's not. Is it like a day's journey? It's
To Oasis?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not far from Oasis, but I'll have my teleport back.
True.
After I sleep a bit.
To the temple.
Did we sell the corpse?
Oh, sure.
How much should we get?
1 second. Can I find a random wizard? I got a name generator. I'll take it.
Mom, are you played out too?
This is your wizard of the day.
Oh. So he is like a 25th level adorable.
He's a geomancer, actually.
Oh, okay.
Did you call him 25th level adorablest?
I said a 25th level adorable thing.
That's true.
Aw, don't destroy me with a thought.
I turn you to goo. He's willing to buy it for, as I said, 10,000 gold pieces. Just, like, this is mostly out of study. Like, you say this thing had an anti-magic field. Yep. How? It seemed to have naturally acquired it. Oh, that's not good. That's... No. Yep, we want it.
It's a little bit of a paradox that like essentially a very magical creature, could be anti-magic. So yeah. All right, 10,000 to our consortium funds.
Already on top of it, bud. Boop. There we go.
I look around now that once the corpse is gone, and say, "All right, that solved the reeking, rotting corpse thing." Is Gaia and Kira's influence strong enough now that we're not going to be seeing a lot of Wendigo and I keep wanting to say Jabberwock, Bandersnatch, wandering through here?
Not through here. You're safe here. But go outside the palace walls, and well, there's no telling what's out there.
Hey, if you guys don't mind, we could just sleep here. It's not too cold.
Sure.
And frankly, I fucking feel like I'm gonna collapse.
I'm right with you there.
Two insane fights and an artifact creation. You know, it takes a little bit out
It'll
of a
take a
girl.
lot out of a girl.
Yeah. Yeah, no, take it easy. Keep watch. Though I doubt anything else is going to come in and bother us.
Definitely.
Nothing will molest us this evening.
There's nothing much for you to comment on, Holt, except for the stars. They're particularly clear this high up.
I spend much of the evening admiring them, and the rest of the evening cleaning Bandersnatch goo out of the links of my chainmail.
Good call. Seriously, that froth is weird.
Salandra notices him doing it and says, "Oh, I think I can still," and does a little prestidigitation to clear it off.
Oh, thank you. Saves me a lot of time.
No problem. Doesn't hurt me much.
Holt, you spent many hours alone with your thoughts.
Yeah, I was looking forward to doing that. It was like a leisure activity to just keep his mind numb.
Nope.
My newly cleared thoughts.
Nah, man. Now you gotta face the darkness. You must face the peril.
You know what I'm thinking about most?
Tell me. Shoot me a message.
What he's gonna do to Selena?
Delicious.
Ooh!
It's a nice. Those are some good thoughts to be having under the stars at the top of the world. You thought that, yeah, what's that about Holt's heart being his weakness?
I thought that's what you were
changed.
thinking about.
One of these days, I'd really love to just spy on exactly what these conversations involve.
Well, when the game is done, you'll be able to watch all the videos, Dave.
I know. I probably could do that now, but I don't want to.
Farrens. They're basically more genetically sophisticated goblins.
It's a long ass night. Insomnia is not necessarily a good thing. Oh man, I have so many tags to show you, Reynold.
They're so good.
I don't do a lot of writing, but for character visual tags, I sometimes...
But when he does, he crushes it.
Oh, thank you, Pitch. That's high praise coming from you.
I know what I like.
Emotional pain?
Yeah, baby.
Oh my god.
What's up? What's up, Dave?
Oh, I was just checking to see what happens if I add 8 to my intelligence.
We fucking hit ludicrous speed and go to plaid.
So it pretty much gives me one extra spell of every level I have. Raises my spell DCs bizarrely. Gives me 80 skill points to play with.
Fucking Christ.
That's so tempting.
I mean, if you put, you know, 23 points into linguistics, you'll be able to understand the weird journal.
Or we could just, you know.
If I had 23 points in linguistics, you do realize that there probably wouldn't be enough languages in Pathfinder for me to know.
Well, at that point, you just start inventing some.
Okay.
For fun.
Yeah, just for fun. Like, literally, you have so much excess brain power, you're just like, well, I mean, have you guys considered Esperanto? It's way better than Common.
Salandra invents Klingon.
Well, Klingon's a really bad language. I'd like to think that she would invent, like, a useful one.
Like, Tolkien
Quenya.
Elvish.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Sindarin or Quenya?
Okay, so Quenya, because it's a more complete language.
Yeah, but Sindarin has prettier script.
True. Very true.
What the hell are you nerds talking about?
There's different dialects of Elvish.
Of course there are.
Isn't Quenya the modern Elvish?
Not really. It's the one that Tolkien wrote the most of. So if you're going to learn a form of Elvish, Quenya is the one you can get closest to learning, you know, to be conversational in.
Okay. I've considered it.
Yeah, back in middle school, when I was bored during the summer, I was like, I'm gonna learn Elvish, and found like, do you remember the Council of Elrond website?
Yeah, I do.
So you could sign up with a buddy on there and do Elvish lessons.
Ooh.
And so I was like, hey, which Elvish should I learn? And they're like, Quenya, because it's a more complete version.
Oh, Elrond. I don't remember if Jognoth was his name.
Hmm. That is correct.
Really? I remembered a single NPC's name, and it was the single pit fiend that showed up just because the table randomly rolled pit fiend.
If I could find my actual notes for that session, it'd probably be correct.
It was either Jognoth or Jogzoth.
I don't know.
Whatever. You know who I'm talking about.
I do.
That is all that's important. What is a name but a representation of what something is? Fucking Q Mel Brooks. It's good to be the king. Perfect.
Good conversation. Holt feels not 100%, but better.
Greater percents.
Greater percents.
Greater percents.
Like we're sitting around like 40%.
Oh man, that's much better than the 35% you were at previously.
It was more like 15%.
I was gonna say 20.
Oh, it was real bad.
Oh man, circling the drain, fam.
Yeah, you underestimated exactly how much guilt the Holt could experience in a single night.
I underestimated how miserable Holt could be. A rookie mistake, quite frankly.
True. It's been such a long time. You've forgotten the face of your father.
Oh no! Don't make me go east. East. I gotta go piss.
East. I thought you said west.
So what do you guys think? Should I take the +8 intelligence?
I mean, that's kind of fucking disgusting.
Yeah. In a good way or a bad way? That's what I'm trying to figure out.
In a good way. I mean, do you like it better than what you would get?
What I would get is probably more practical in some ways, but I mean, it's just 80 points of skills. I have so many +35s. Oh my god. It's just, my bonus is higher than most of the results I've got in the past. This is nuts.
Y'all wake up. Oh wait, how could I forget? Dreams.
Hey, Renal, are you okay if I take the +8 int? Is that okay? Is that all right with you?
I mean, do it. Just understand that, like, you might become less able to communicate with, like, normal human beings. You might become unconcerned with mortal concerns. I mean, sex will always be up there in terms of importance, but you'll never be satisfied by a backroom rut ever again.
Well, my performed sexual acts is up to +20.
That's great. What's Gadra's performed sexual acts? Because if it's not at least +10, you've already imagined it.
Ugh.
Like, we're talking beyond Professor Xavier levels of smart.
I don't know. Professor Xavier has gotten the newest storyline for the X-Men. For Xavier is kind of gone over the top.
Oh Lord.
Yep.
Even further beyond.
No, Cap, we already went further beyond. We can't go further beyond our wrists.
Did you ever? Were you an X-Men fan, Ronald? The comic books?
I've never read any of the comic books, but I did watch the cartoons a lot when I was a kid.
Okay. Well, let's put it this way. Right now, Xavier, Magneto, and Apocalypse are all hanging out in our buddies.
Oh, baby Jesus. No.
Yep.
No. No. Is this part of the, like, corporate apocalypse thing I've been seeing?
Basically, they came to the conclusion that the only way the mutants actually survive, based on like weird Moira Taggart visions of the future, is if all the mutants work together and pretty much go onto an island and like, you know, and so they essentially gave amnesty to all the mutant villains.
Oh, gracious.
Yeah. And then they invented a whole bunch of drugs that cure every disease known to man, extend lifespan, and use that to blackmail the rest of the world.
Oh.
Or not blackmail, leverage. It acknowledge our nationhood and, like, you know, leave us alone, and we'll sell you these drugs. Otherwise, fuck off. It's basically the way it works out. So it's interesting. It's not it's not as personal as I like my X-Men stories to be. So, but it's definitely a pretty cool premise.
I mean, the Book of Erotic Fantasy has mummy crotch rot as a venereal disease. Yeah, Pidge, you rolled a natural 20 on dream quality. And Dave, you rolled a 2 on dream quality.
Great.
Also, I love that chess piece plague doctor guy. Where are your arms? They're right here. I can't see them. Don't worry about it.
I love this guy's art. It's super cute.
The great mummy lord towers over you. Well, I got one trick.
I have a song stuck in my head super hard. I'm sorry that
I can't believe that.
subjecting you all to it.
I can't believe that goddamn It's a Mystery song ended up being a fucking Halloween spook tune.
I love that song.
Get fucked.
God damn.
It's like my favorite song.
Right, Drax. Happy Christmas. Grave consequences. Whew. That is a damn fine necromancer thing I found from Legends of the Cryptids, apparently. Anyway, y'all wake up. You know, some more well rested than others.
And how
Yeah,
does
I kicked
our
ass yesterday.
creation look in the daylight?
I mean, it'd be interesting if you could, if it were daylight. It's weird. The peak
Oh.
is weird.
Fair enough.
Like, the sun is shining, but the stars are still out.
Huh.
That's because the sun is a star.
That's because there's not much fucking atmosphere left here.
True. There's not much. You're already above the clouds, so cloud cover is right out. And yeah, the atmosphere is so weak up here, there's nothing for the light to refract off of.
Frankly, the only reason why we can breathe is that some lingering enchantments the Chosen must have left here make the oxygen levels higher than they probably will be in a year or so.
That and your
I guess
high altitude training.
We got the resist cold thing. I don't think we got a resist vacuum thing, did we?
Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it.
You've been hanging up here too long.
We're level 20. You don't have to worry about that shit. It's our level 20 privileges.
Your epic level, vacuum schmacuum.
Is Mom gone?
She isn't here right now. You could call her if you wish. Do you need your mother because you had a bad dream?
No.
Okay.
Kira is a much better comforting mom figure than Mom is.
True.
Mom's way of comforting is really not that effective. What are you, fucking weak? Stupid?
Maybe.
What if
I see that my genes didn't really... Yeah.
And whose fault is that, Mom?
Just a little bit of a bitch. Just a bit. All right, you guys ready? First stop. Do you want to stop by Oasis? And you've never been there. It's not that exciting, I can tell you, but hey, it's where I grew up.
I'd love to see it.
When are we gonna get another chance? I'm joking. Let's go. I'm gonna roll bluff with a -30. Both had a rough night.
Clem
What
just takes Holt's hand as they walk.
He squeezes your little halfling fingers. It's a very kind gesture.
Welcome back to the Scrap City, y'all.
Scrap City!
Burp, 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 burp.
Actually, did they come into Oasis when Clementine killed Mayor? I mean, not Clementine, when Slandra killed Mayor?
No.
No, only you went there. You flew off, and you're like, I have to take care of something.
Yeah, we hung out at Grubb's tower, and you went off by yourself.
And then you shot that motherfucker in the face 5 goddamn times.
I think I just slit his throat.
He did slit his throat in cold blood. It was really brutal.
It was fucking brutal as shit. Because he was like, what are you going to do? Kill me? And you were like, yeah, fuck it.
I remember directly after that, we had a short discussion on whether or not your alignment would change.
Well, part of Solandra's background is that she likes killing too much. It's written in her description.
Oh man, I keep finding even better illustrations for what Oasis kind of looks like.
I mean, it's a city. There could be different parts of it. Give us the aesthetic, man.
True.
No, this is the place. Fuck, it's kind of small.
Oh no, it's bigger than
I think
that.
you're just bigger now.
Well, no, I mean it's it looks small now.
That's true. You know what
It
they
feels
say?
small.
You can't go back home.
All right,
I
let's
hate
see.
you.
What?
I hate you, Reynolds.
What do you mean?
Don't say, what do you mean, with that smile in your voice.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You know exactly that I am susceptible to earworms.
Oh, is that is that a song?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm not familiar with it.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll keep it that way because I'm a nice person. Anyway, Oasis.
Well, you're teleported actually into a sort of an abandoned building that had where the stairs had collapsed, and all right, let's see if anyone else figured out how to get into my fucking squat. Salandra just sort of drifts up, and essentially what I established is that Salandra had sort of just made had found a fairly intact room in an abandoned building that had no stair access, and used to essentially flew up there.
Huh. Apparently there is an entire meme devoted to the image that I am looking for.
Huh.
Your squat is occupied. You open up the door, and this little creature looks at the three of you. Like this little creature, sort of comes to wakingness and looks at the three of you, and just like, oh.
Do I recognize her?
No.
Hello.
Good day.
Can I help you with something?
I'm sorry to drop in unannounced.
You also see on your sense motive, she's fucking terrified.
I don't blame her.
Yep. Salandra is a plus 35 intimidation right now. And she's annoying. I guess you can't come home. Fuck.
Oh, that's all right.
Where are the books that were here?
Oh, they're still here. I've been reading them.
Really?
Yes. What languages are the books in?
Oh, I don't think I had learned Draconic at that point, so it was probably a lot of Celestial, actually, because they're coming, salvaged, chosen books in a lot of cases. Some Elvish, whatever you think Salandra would have scavenged from...
I was thinking Elvish and Celestial.
Yeah. Basically, we established initially that Salandra would alternated between sort of heavily technical things and trashy kind of porn and pulp fiction. So
I
uh,
didn't expect. It took me a long time to figure out how to read them, but you know, Celestial and Elven are in season.
crap. Okay. Yeah,
It's looking around for the exit.
there's an exit. It just
Cannot be
well,
accessed.
you can drift. You can feather fall down. So. Oh fuck. All right. Well, I used to live here, but it seems like you do now, and you know I've been gone for a long time. So you got the salvage rights.
You used to live here?
Yeah, this was my fucking squat. But it's been like a year. How long the fuck has it been? Year and a half, 2 years?
Coming up on 2.
Yeah, really came back.
Like this gnomish kid just looks at you, a sense of like wonder and amazement on their face.
So you can read. You taught yourself how to read fucking Flash.
Yeah, it wasn't too hard.
Well, it is for most people.
Oh,
How old does she look?
pretty young. You would guess maybe 23. Which is like halfway to adulthood. This is basically like a 12-year-old that taught themselves to just fucking learn another language.
Fuck. Hey, kid.
Yeah.
Kind of hard. I mean, I haven't been back to Oasis for a long time, but it's not the easiest place in the world. Someone who can teach themselves fucking Celestial. Well, I know a place where you can go, and if you want to learn to do the types of shit you see doing, it's a place where you can learn that.
I'm a little torn. I know you mean Aziz's temple, and as fun as learning is, it doesn't make you much gold.
I just pull up the my scrappy silk clothing and show the gleaming almost like seamless cloth of my mail, like get to.
You completely cut out.
I showed her my mail.
You were a robot person, Dave.
You are a robot, Dave. I'm sorry.
Soft little robot babble and then silence.
No?
Hello?
Oh.
Can you hear me better now?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Sometimes I have to like literally just kill Discord completely and start it up again.
Yeah, that does sometimes happen.
Have you tried jiggling the handle?
Well, basically, if you learn a little majory, it can translate into money eventually. It costs some money, but you can make some, and you can tell I was living here 2 years ago, and well, I got my start at Aziz's temple. So I'm not sure where the fuck else you're gonna make money in District 2.
I mean, I work a lot of salvage. I can't handle the bigger stuff, but you'd be surprised. You'd be surprised what I can get my hands on. That being said, there's not much junk coming from up above anymore.
There won't be any.
Solandra, you have told this poor child that the sky is falling. Strangely enough,
Or not, as the case may be.
Right, or strangely enough, by telling them that the sky won't fall anymore.
So, what do you like? Do you like magic, or are you more interested in gizmos?
Oh, I dabble in the magical arts enough to get in and out of here.
Yeah, they would take that. Well, you can learn magic from Aziz. I'm gonna start a school at some point if I can live that long. But if you want, I can take you to Aziz. It's not exactly the safest journey for a kid.
No, I can make it on my own.
Well, in that case, alright, you have the books for my blessing.
Thanks.
Does she look well fed and, taken care of?
Yeah. Like, her clothes look in good repair. And she's a little skinny, but, everyone in the Oasis is a little skinny. But overall, District 2 seems to be doing pretty well.
Okay. Hey, I'm fucking Salandra Batalis, in case... I don't know if anyone still remembers me here. I extend her my hand.
I'm, Yefan. No last name given.
Nice to meet you, Yefan. Enjoy this place. I lived here for a few years. It wasn't a bad home.
Yeah, it's a nice spot.
Clem, this is Clementine.
Clem waves. Hello.
Hi.
Did Holt jumped out of the room, right?
No, he didn't. He was just looking.
Oh, and this guy is not actually a demon. This Holt.
Despite my best efforts. And he gives a sharp-toothed smile.
They sort of like open mouth just start nodding like, yeah, sure. That's real fucking neato, kid.
All right, let me show you around Oasis a little bit, guys, and I reach out and touch the wall near where I had cut some equations into the drywall. Just run my hands over it a bit.
Nostalgic.
A little.
And then
Take good care of her.
And then Solandra learned you can't go back home again.
Ooh. Right in the feels.
But I'm gonna call it there. You guys can walk around Oasis next session, but I have to do some dishes and go to sleep.
I also have to do dishes.
Everybody gets 5,000 experience points for making some hard decisions.
Some good decisions, you mean?
Ayo. Now I have to look up. You can't go back home. Oh, you can't go home again.
stream.
I appear
Yay.
to have had fallen out of Discord.